They know I got them vibes, so you know them fans watching me.
They in my chat with the shit. Oh, they must think they can stop me. See, we got runs on the scopes. Now don't get knocked out the lobby.
Is not on me now. Tell me, what do you see?
We send them out to the nation. LIB and our blood. We in the sky with this shit. Just think it came out.
See, it's 99% cap, 1% gameplay, 100% vibe. Don't bring that bullshit my way. Try your luck, go against the vibe. Where you fuck, you gon' think I'm Mike Grable the way I make them tighten up. You'll be lucky if you even score. You should read more, though I choose to live in peace. You should know I bleed war. I'm a recon man, one of the best at the sport. I keep a drone on my hip, I let it out to explore. They say the ops on the way. I see one, I know it's more.
Let
They
me
just
teach
ran
you how to
inside the
vibe.
building, my EMP gon' deploy. Make a panic, play support. Crypto going manic, they tryna figure out how I do assault damage. Real just mark the surroundings, I know they can't stand it. Morosky sending out his ghost and they don't understand it. I'm headed to the high grounds to get a overstanding. Now you from a distance, see your partners, they done left you stranded. Damn, you know you headed to the lobby, right? Sorry for your awful fight, I admit it was easy. Get you some practice or you always die. I know
Let me
you doing
teach you
that
how to
ping
vibe.
thing. They gone, made it out of sniper range. Level 1 knockdown shield, it's been 7 minutes in the fucking game. I'm devoted. Hit you with the devotion, hear it wind up, quick motion. Now I'm headed with the wind to your partners, but I'm focused. See, GOAT just hit that beast on the hunt. Ghosts is ghosts, we reloaded, blow the EMP and we done. They know I got them vibes, so you know them fans watching me.
They in my chat with the shit. Oh, they must think they can stop me. See, we got runs on the scopes. Now don't get knocked out the lobby.
Is not on me now. Tell me, what do you see?
Oregon Ducks.
LIB and our blood. We in the sky with this shit. Just think it came out
Come
the
on
lobby.
down.
Let me teach you how to vibe.
Corey Curry, Sean Smith, KT2 to go, Jamar, G's up, what's cracking, Suave, ATL Comedy 2 times, we chewing, Bubble, Gum, Lock Kick, #1 shoe plug in all of the land. Becker, Kicks Wheel is BTA. William D is BTA. You know I'm talking about one of them whoopings where you get talked to and you know you ain't won no championship in 120 years. You know you ain't gonna win because of Nike. You know you ain't gonna win ever in history just because you got a son of Saban, a Nick Saban disciple, coaching for you. Don't mean you come here. Don't matter if you got Mariota. Don't matter if you got Dante Moore. Don't matter if you got Bo Nix. Quack, quack, quack. Oh, man. Undefeated. Told you, man. Oregon is never going to win a championship, dog. They've been playing football for 120 years and they never won one. Indiana finna get one before them. He said, don't hide now, Mr. Bad Take 52. Come on down. You know you headed to the lobby, right? You know it was an awesome fight. Get some practice or you're going to always die. Oh, my goodness, man. You said wasting our time. Reggie with the Falk. Belt to. You feel me? I'm talking about getting, Justin Herbert. But it don't matter who they got out there, man. Hey, listen. Earlier stream today, I hopped in for a little short hour or so. A little Madden, little vertical streaming. Tapping in with y'all Zake with the 100 star bomb. If you tapped in on the blue, like, share, comment, follow.
Let me
tap
teach
into
you
the
how to
daily
vibe.
content. This is the shop. If you watching on Twitch, Amazon Prime, you can sub to the channel free once a month if you got Amazon Prime. If you don't use it on me, use it on another Twitch content creator that you care about, that you want to support. If you're watching on YouTube, like, comment, share, subscribe. Like, if you got questions, anything, tap in, engage with the content. 8 a.m. every morning, uploading Shop Talk podcast. And we got more new content coming. I'm going to let y'all know about that in just a second. And if you're not watching on them, you should be watching on Kick. No ads, up to 50 emotes free. All you got to do is be a follower. Picture on the last 3. Tap in to the daily content. We here. We in the shop with it. Where engagement is king. Dragon stickers in the chat for my dog Zay with the 100-star bomb. He said, who. Live earlier, I know you lying. Nah, you might have been smoking on a pack or something. But I was live earlier with a little Madden gameplay, a little bit of raid. Bottle was in the stream, bro. We was hanging out. We was chilling. A few people ain't been around in a minute tapped in. You heard Indiana and Miami. Who does everybody got? Let me know down in the chat right now. Who y'all got? Y'all got Indiana, y'all got Miami. We get some fresh faces in the championship. If it look like a duck, quack like a duck, it's an actual whole duck. So you got Indiana. I mean, me personally, I don't care who wins. I just want a good game. I want to see some tears roll down somebody's face at the end. I got no dog in the fight. If Alabama ain't winning the championship, I don't care who wins.
Let me teach you
I
how to
am
vibe.
always going to be consistent, and I am always going to be fair and unbiased. I am not a hater. Greg Brown, what up? KT2, you know I'm not going to read that comment. You know I'm not reading that comment. But Shop Talk, we got a couple hot topics today to pop in outside of this BTA. That was just me having fun trolling the Oregon Duck fan. Oregon Duck fans, 120 plus years, y'all got Nike. Y'all spend a bunch of money on NIL. You get a former Saban disciple and you still can't get there. I'm sorry. It's not my fault. Let's get into what we're really here for today, though. To start the stream off, NFL playoff predictions. I know y'all been asking. Y'all been wanting me to do it. Here we are. We're going to go AFC or NFC first. I'll let y'all determine. We're going AFC or NFC first. I'm a man of the people. I'm a man in my community. I'm always going to ask y'all first. Y'all let me know. AFC. All right, Kicks will say AFC first. All right, top left. Houston Texans, who have never been to a conference championship in the history of their franchise, versus one of the storied chapters of the NFL, Pittsburgh Steelers. My last podcast, check out the YouTube. Do you think Mike Tomlin would have got fired if the field goal would have went in? We did a whole pod on that. Go check it out. It's on YouTube. If you got 30 minutes. Me personally, I'm going to go against the grain here, and I'm going to take the Houston Texans because of their defense. I just think Houston Texans got the best defense, and they're going to get after old man Rodgers. DK Metcalf will be back. The Pittsburgh Steelers will have to find a way to run the football if they intend to just drop back with Aaron Rodgers. As great as he is, I see the Houston Texans pulling the upset with that defense, because next we got the Buffalo Bills playing the Jacksonville Jaguars. Now I will say this. Jaguars, Liam Cohen should be up for Coach of the Year. No Travis Hunter, no Brian Thomas most of the year. Brought in Jacoby Myers, the emergence of Parker Washington, Basil Tootin, and ETN, Brendan Strange stepping up out there. Evan Ingram left. They made a few trades throughout the season and they paid off. Went from a top 5 pick to went from a team that picked in the top 5 last year to winning the division and having a home game against Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills with James Cook. I got to take the Buffalo Bills here. Now, if Travis Hunter and Brian Thomas have been cooking down the stretch and have been healthy and they was at full capacity, I feel good about the Jags. But I just think it's Josh Allen's time. No Mahomes, no Lamar, no Burrow. It's Josh Allen time, baby. He's the one who's got the pressure going and getting it done. And I don't know if Sunshine is gonna get it done in the postseason versus Josh Allen. Head up. Now we got an intriguing matchup. Jim Harbaugh and the Chargers with Justin Herbert. Having been beat up all year, Justin Herbert had surgery on that hand, and they'll be going against the New England Patriots. I think this is a very, very, very even matchup. Two teams that philosophies mirror each other with Jim Harbaugh, Mike Vrabel. They want to run the ball. They want to stop the run. They want to play action and play efficient quarterback play. Both quarterbacks can play from the pocket. Both quarterbacks got wheels and can get out. Give me the Chargers in an upset in the AFC first round. Then we go to the NFC for first round. We're going to hop over to the NFC for first round. And then I'm going to get back into y'all comments and then we'll get caught up. All right, NFC, top right, Rams, Panthers. Y'all know how I feel about the Rams. We're not even going to waste time with it. I love the Panthers. I thought that they would compete in the South this year. They did me one better. They backdoored into an AFC South division title. They can be thankful to the Atlanta Falcons for that. But to Troy McMillan, Jalen Coker, Xavier Legette, Horn, Dowdle, Chuba Hubbard, Jatavian Sanders with Bryce Young at the helm. Really good young defense, fired up. But listen, man, it's Mr. Hall of Fame. It's Matt Stafford, Puka Nacua. They get it done. The Rams get it done. Next is probably the toughest matchup to pick. A lot of history right here. Some real blue bloods of the NFL. The 49ers go to Philadelphia, who has been struggling on offense all year. Kyle Shanahan should be up for Coach of the Year, having lost Fred Warner, Nick Bosa, Shavarius Ward leaves, Greenlaw leaves, Talanoa Hufanga leaves, Ayuk just pulls an Antonio Brown, Debo Samuel goes to the Commanders. All these things happen, and lo and behold, Christian McCaffrey stays healthy all year. Mac Jones steps in. Brock Purdy comes back like he ain't missed a beat. 49ers should go in and steal one in Philadelphia, who's been struggling without Kellen Moore all season long. But something tells me that Saquon Barkley takes over the game, and AJ and Devontae make just enough plays. Eagles steal one. And I say steal one is because the Eagles have played bad all year. If there was ever an upset time, the Eagles should be upset now. But when it's easy to pick the Niners, who I feel like is playing better right now, I'm going to take the Eagles and say they right the ship at home in the playoffs in some kind of way, play ugly football and beat the 49ers. Green Bay Packers. Injuries.
Let me teach you how to vibe.
Injuries. Whether it was Christian Watson, Jordan Love, Micah Parsons. Huge blockbuster trade to start the year off. Malik Willis steps in, goes out. Matt LaFleur, love the coach, ex-Titan. But I like the Bears. I think the Bears' physicality running the football, Ben Johnson, being a young, energized coach that has got that team to play physical at the point of attack. I just think the Green Bay Packers, as talented as they could be, I just don't think this is their time. I think the Bears whole serve. Caleb Williams makes just enough plays. Colston Loveland has a big game in the Chicago Bears. Bear down. And that is my first round. Now I'm gonna get into y'all comments because I don't like to go too far away from the community. But I had to get through my spiel before I stop because I'll be sitting here arguing with y'all.
Let me teach you how to vibe.
Alex says Mendoza going to be the number one quarterback after roasting the Duck. He was already going to be the number one quarterback in my eyes. Then it was the H-Town. Got the Steelers winning the first game. Pittsburgh Pats beating the Chargers. Houston number one defense over the Steelers. Bills in this game. I'm going to take the Bills. Experience so amazing in lay building. Steelers, Bills, Pats. Chargers upsetting the Pats. Patriots got it. Corey D. And Chargers upset ain't a bad pick. You got upset pick, got the Panthers. Man, I look, throw $100 on the money line. You be a rich man, my friend. Nah, what's good? All right. Now we all caught up. Let me catch everybody who has came in and engaged with the content. Zay, Lil D, Corey D, Anthony, Tony, Q, vibes. All right. Now let's get into the next rounds. When the time comes, I thought that was a good spiel to go through. I'll probably make that one its own section. You know, I like to drop the whole pod, then drop like smaller sections. I'll engage with y'all. I'm one of the content creators that if y'all comment on my content, I am going to respond. Unless it's something crazy, then I usually just like slide over it, you know what I'm saying? Pause. You know, because
Let me teach you how to
everything
vibe.
don't deserve your attention. This is like when pastor have you at church, say it with me, congregation. Everything don't deserve your attention. You know, so sometimes people be trying to troll, and if you don't get upset when they troll, it makes them upset. So it's like Uno reverse. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, look, reverse and pick up 3 or 4 cards, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, you thought you was finna come in and make me pick up some cards, but I hit that reverse and pick up some cards, bro. Never let them see you sweat. All right. That's the first round of the playoffs. We'll do another when we get to the next round. And then also, while we going through this, y'all got any questions, y'all can drop them in the chat. I got a very interesting question. If you on Kick right now, what I need you to do is drop the Statman sticker. If you watching on Kick right now, nobody has to be a sub. That's the one good thing about watching on Kick. There's no ads. There's picture in picture, and you have 50 emos. So do me a favor right now and drop that Statman sticker over there because he asked the question of the week. He's going to get his own personal mailbag for this question. And I want y'all engagement with this question. Rendu, T Ruff, what up? Now, this is a great question. He said, what was the
Let me
best
teach you
era
how to
of
vibe.
gaming by decade? I'm an 80s baby. So 80s, 90s, 2000s, 2010s, and now the beginning of the halfway. We're 6 years into the 2020s. Whew, time go by. What was the best era of gaming to you? And I know some of y'all trying to like run this through y'all head right now. You're trying to really figure it out. I use AI. You know what I'm saying? We got to get out of the not want to use AI and AI is the devil. You remember when they used to say video games and hip hop was the devil? Hey, so I did a breakdown for y'all and I get it on my phone. So y'all can see. I'm gonna give y'all the consoles that came out, and then we're gonna start with consoles, and then that way it kind of gives you an easier window. Because if I just say games, like Roblox and GTA came out in the mid 2000s. 20 years later, they're still 75. Roblox came out in 2006. There's 75 million daily users on that game, so that's why I want to go back and break it down by console. All right, here's the 80s. Nintendo, Atari 2600, Sega Master System. You got the ColecoVision, the Intellivision, TurboGrafx 16, if y'all remember that. That's the 80s. The 90s, Super Nintendo, Sega Genesis, Sony PlayStation, Nintendo 64, Game Boy, Sega Saturn, Dreamcast, PlayStation 2, and Windows 95 PC. That's the 90s. 2000s, PlayStation 2, Xbox, GameCube, PlayStation Portable, Nintendo DS, Xbox 360, PlayStation 3, the Wii, PC, Steam, and this was the beginning of online gaming. All right, the 2010s, PlayStation 4, Xbox One, Nintendo Switch, PlayStation Vita, Wii U, the extension of Steam on PC, mobile gaming, iOS gaming, Android and Apple, Oculus Rift, 3DS, PlayStation 3, Xbox 360, the reboot versions of the 60 that don't get the red rings of death. All right, now the 2020s, this is the live streaming era of gaming. PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and Series S, the OLED Nintendo Switch, Steam Deck, the VR gaming, gaming on the cloud, pretty much not the we're now in the 2020s, the era where you don't buy physical copies, and it's pretty predominant that you buy a car, you get a TV, you get a console. They don't even have a slot for a actual disc to go in for hardware. All right, so y'all tell me, after hearing that, what era would you say was the GOAT era of gaming? The 80s, the 90s, the 2000s, the 2010s, or the 2020s? And everybody's could be different. It said the 90s, Nintendo 64 was your life. Like the 90s, like, I ain't gonna lie, I think the 90s is like, I got pictures playing video games in the 80s, and I always liked video games. I think the 90s for me was when gaming became a part of life. Super Nintendo, Sega Genesis, Sony PlayStation, 64, Game Boy, Sega Saturn, Dreamcast, PlayStation 2, and Windows 95. Like, the first time you had internet, AOL Instant Messenger. You've got mail. You like that era right there. Like, I think brought in the horizons of like portable phones. Everybody had the cordless phone in their house. Internet, you know, the big PC with the big, the monitor was so big in the back, it like all the weight was in the back of it. You know, like the 90s was kind of trailblazing, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think that was the pure time of, I could come ride my bike to your house and we finna sit side by side and play the game. I think the 90s was the golden era of like just falling in love with video games, going to Blockbuster, going to the arcade, going to like Babbage's, you know, like you know, you go to Toys R Us and they got the game that's locked in the cage. You know, you in the mall, they got the game. You know, I think that was the time of like physically being there with your boys, with your brothers, sisters, cousins, and playing the game. Becker say 90s, Paul say 90s, Nano say 2000s, but 64 was legendary. We lived in the best era, 85, mainly because it was a time where there was so much engagement with playing games and playing with your friends before online play was even a thing. 007, WrestleMania on Nintendo 64, WCW NWO Revenge. Bro, fire. You know, like somebody put me out, and then like I'm on the outside of the ring, and I like grab my brother's opponent and whoop him up and throw him back in the ring. You feel me? You could rent a whole console from Blockbuster back in the day. Cliff, what's good? Yeah, Revenge was I would say like that was the age of like falling in love with a video game and the soundtrack and just fully getting immersed in a video game. You know, like I would say that was like the last of gaming before online play came in. Back there, there's kids now, and it's sad that they have this, but it's kids now that won't ever get the experience of having 4 controllers plugged up to a console and you and 3 of your friends are sitting next to each other playing split screen. Like nowadays, most people have never actually physically sat in a room with their friends and played video games. It's all been online. They've met, but you know, they've met people across the world, but nothing like having your friends. Cause now, like, when's the last time you played a video game with a friend or a family member sitting in the same room where y'all actually played the game? Like it's kind of a lost art. Even I tell people when I played in some tournaments, some big tournaments, and you were live in an arena with a TV camera and you sitting next to your opponent, is completely different energy of sitting next to the person you playing as opposed to you online and this person is off screen. They don't even have the microphone on and you could be playing a ghost. Like I think those are lost arts. And that's why, you know, you love when you get to see some of the live events of just the raw energy of somebody sitting next to a person playing the game. It's like the GameStop tournaments back in the day. That was like something completely different. Smash Brothers. And what's crazy about that is that goes to tell you, Swab, that one of my wife's friends, her son has got a scholarship to a college here to Montevallo. He plays Smash Brothers on a college team. You just like back in that time of the 90s playing with your friend, like you could never think that somebody could get a college scholarship to play a game and then compete professionally and then like go to school and get a degree from playing Smash Brothers or Madden or whatever. The best because we had the co-op games with the homies. WCW Rings, No Mercy was peak wrestling gaming. It really was 90s and 2000s for you. They said, how many times have you heard, man, stop, he watching my plays. He watching my plays. You know, it's like, so, and you think about that, the introduction of the internet and Napster and LimeWire and burning CDs, going from dubbing the tapes and dubbing the VHSs to DVDs, laser discs, and the internet, mobile phones. That's back when everybody had a landline house phone and a cordless phone. Now it's like, I don't know nobody who got a house phone. You know, it's like everybody got a cell phone now. You got an iPhone, you got a camera in your phone, you got a recording device, you got a calculator, TI-83 Texas Instruments, big calculators, like you could do it all on your phone now. Big camcorder on the shoulder. You know what I'm saying? Now it's like this right here would make that thing seem like a large paperweight. But it's interesting to see everybody's era. I'm surprised more people didn't say the 2000s, like when you first got the nerves you had. I don't know about y'all, the nerves you had the first time you would load into a match online to play against somebody on a basketball game, a football game, a shooter, like the nerves that would run through your body, not knowing, like you're playing somebody so random and it's not the computer. I think like the introduction of online gaming in the 2000s revolutionized gaming and changed gaming in like in such a different way. You know, that was the last time that people would camp out at the store to get the new games when they dropped. You know, it's like, you know, that the 2000s was like really the last of that, you know, because by the time we got to Xbox One and PlayStation 4, by the time we get around to that, it's the age of digital content, MP3s, not CDs, downloading music went from iTunes, iPods to your iPod is your phone, Bluetooth earpieces. You know, everybody's stuff was kind of wired at that time. Man, like I remember like online playing Call of Duty, Black Ops. I would say the 2000s and the 2010s like took us somewhere where we didn't even know we was going. You said I can't tell you how many hundreds of hours I spent online playing Halo. Them camp outs is no joke. Only house phones at grandma's house. You feel me? And in my case, like all the grandmas is gone. You know, it ain't no grandmas left. Suave ATL, what's good, my boy? Your girl call your mama. Hello. And they better ask nicely for you. They can't just say, can I speak to such and such? Like, you got to really be nice. You know, and then we get into the 2010s. I think 2010s to be an era that nobody will really say, oh, that was my favorite era, you know, because that became when gaming started being commercialized. You know, video games before then, I felt like was like skating. Like skating was the police come hit somebody with the billy club for skating at the park, to where skating is at the Olympics and they want you to skate. I think when you got into it commercialized to that point in the 2010s, that's when people start saying, wait, they cool with us. It almost made gaming feel weird, because that was a time when actually there was a year, 2015, I didn't even play video games for a whole year. Like I went cold turkey on them. So like 2010s was a weird time of gaming, where you didn't know if you was being taken for a ride, because you could feel what that next surge was. And what that next surge was, the introduction of the 2020s of live streaming video games, YouTube, meta on all games, digital content, microtransactions really started peaking. The emergence of Facebook gaming, Twitch, all these platforms where people started, playing games as a career.
Let me
now,
teach you how to vibe.
The 2020s and up, you see how fast things go and things change, to where now the biggest live streamers in the 2020s now don't play games. They just do IRL content. Podcast has taken over journalism, where the Shannon Sharps and the Joe Buddens, the Joe Rogans, the Sean Ryans of the world, they run the world through live streaming podcasts, where we're now at the point where like being good at a game isn't a prerequisite for content. And now I feel like we've reached a point where now people are starting to not enjoy games. People are starting to be burnt out on games. They're starting to feel like the developers are so money hungry with microtransactions and trying to squeeze money and commercialize every single portion of the game, to where we all have to ask ourselves now in 2026, like, when's the last time you enjoyed a game, or you played a game that you enjoyed, or you and your friends or you and your community just have fun just playing a game? And the people that have made a career out of gaming are playing games they don't enjoy. They're going through the motions. People are chasing the new title that gets the views, but trying to make themselves have fun with a game they're probably not having fun with. Even to the point myself where I've limited the amount of time that I live stream the games, because watching back, and that's something that a lot of people don't do, I watch myself back and I am embarrassed at times about the emotional states of rage that I get playing something that I know is intentionally set out to frustrate you, to spend money to fix your problem. Couldn't you just line if you was on the computer? All right, look, you had to either get you a little side hustle or ask somebody to get that computer line. You feel me? Yeah, Mike, congratulations, man. Didn't have a cell phone till you was grown. Man, you need to have been outside cutting some grass or washing some cars or doing something. They had you a little hustle, had a little part-time job when basketball season was over. I had me a little part-time job. I cutting grass, burning CDs, throwing parties. Hey, listen, man, a little hustle, man, watches in the coat, man. Like I got to have that. I got to have me some minutes on my phone, man. See, y'all don't remember that era of the first minute was free. You ain't need to put but like $10 on your phone, and then just somebody call you. They get to that about 50 seconds, you just hanging up. Bro, you better tell me what you gotta tell me in 50 seconds or less, bro. I am hanging up. I got that Nokia with that clips on. You could program you could go to the website and get the keyboard keys, and then program take the little printed out piece of paper and program your phone to the hottest ringtone, you know what I'm saying, on the little Nokia. But you could change the little faceplate on that thing, man. You see them, they're free after 9 p.m. You feel me, Becker? Listen, man, some of y'all don't know.
Oh, shit. Here we go again.
definitely can't remember you playing Madden the least amount of time you have this past year. And it's because like it's just my mental status. Like, and then too, like I'll be honest, see, that's why I say like the 2020s is like the commercialized and the soul has been sucked out of gaming, because when the season started, we did the college football tournament, and I spent a lot of time on college football when it dropped. I actually had fun. A lot of y'all was hopping in the Discord. We was talking, having conversations. It really fell out the shop the first month when college football came out. We had the tournament, the usual suspects. People started wilding out, going crazy, cussing you out. And then, we had the untimely death of the owner of the website. And it kind of took something away, like when we had the meetings to really have conversations about moving forward. I could tell nobody really wanted to, including myself, Rich, the people over there at HLX, because it lets you know it's something bigger than a game. You know what I'm saying? Like and then I seen how people was reacting, like still asking about it. Even I'm like, somebody's dad, somebody's son, somebody's brother, somebody's husband, somebody's family member, somebody's friend, somebody's best friend took their own life. And like mental health is a real thing, and you never know what somebody's going through, even somebody that the world views as a successful person, or you don't know what a person is mentally dealing with. And to see how people was reacting, like, but what's up with that Madden though? Like, bro, somebody died. Like, is it that serious? And then, Madden drops the first wave of Madden. You got the air trucking behind the line of scrimmage. You got the super expensive cards. You got people gadget putting people speed bursting behind the line of scrimmage. Then it was it's like every single month there's something that makes somebody be able to just completely break the game. And then I let it go the last cycle of competition, and then you look and see they had Avalanche X Factors on for the last LCQ, and you just like, bro, come on, man. Like, are we ever gonna get to a point where GTA hasn't dropped that game because they're trying to make a game that will rival the game they just dropped that they're making so much money on? It's hard to replace something that you're still eating off of after such a long point of time. The Witcher was a game that I was ready to play, and they pushed The Witcher back, and Henry Cavill wound up not being Geralt. It's like on the TV show, all these different things. It's just like the industry of gaming has just completely sucked the life out of gaming, so to speak. And I don't know what it would take to put the soul back into gaming, the spark where you want to play with your friends. One thing about being a content creator and being a live streamer, that's one thing I really miss. Like, I don't play the games with my brothers. I don't play the games with my friends. I'm still in group chats. We still rap all the time. We still text each other when we can, but I don't play games with the people that I grew up with my life playing video games with. And I got pictures in my diapers, me trying to take the Nintendo stick from my daddy, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, there's just some things that now that my kids play games, and my daughter, you see her on YouTube playing mouse and keyboard or Roblox, and she's in there with her friend playing Roblox. So right now, I was just watching her for a second ago, like my wife played mobile phone games. Like, we got a house full of gamers and creators, but it just came a point now where actually just playing games, and if you wanted to humor yourself, go look up like the top game releases that are dropped this year, and like even see if it's a game, just one game that you'll be excited about playing if it releases. It's like James Bond in March was the only one that I seen that I was like, okay, like that game will come out and I'll give it a run and see if I can have some fun with it. Because The Witcher was probably the Witcher, the whole entire where you could buy like all the Witchers and play them back to back to back. Probably the last game that I like bought and played and just really enjoyed playing it. Quitting hitting the record while it sounds playing on the radio off your stereo system. Yo, I'm thankful I still enjoy Pokemon. See your favorite offline game. I can really invest time and genuinely enjoy yourself. Yeah, it's not a lot of games that now you could just like go download, buy, play the game and have fun with your people. It's like it becomes a thing where even like today, like I was like, all right, it's season 7. They got a Cam Ward card. Let me get Javon Curse and Cam Ward and Chris Johnson, Randy Moss, Nick Westbrook, get some Titan legends and play the game.
Let me teach you how to vibe.
Like, no disrespect, but when people are like, yo, let me get a game. Da-da-da-da. It's like, it's not even somebody genuinely like, let's play and we're going to get in the Discord and talk and have some fun and shoot the shit. It's going to be, you trash, da-da-da. It's like, I can't even get just a fair game. Like, y'all know, before I changed my gamer tag, every time I load into a game, people just pause the game and then go turn their headset on and just start wilding out, before every game I get ready to play. And it's like, man, I can't even just get a solid game. Just rap with the community. Cause y'all know I'm 99% cap, 1% gameplay, 100% vibes. The game is just on in the background. I'm here for the engagement and the conversation. And I've always been it. I've already, from day one, if y'all go back and look at my first gaming streams, that's been my motto, is the game is on in the background. I'm just having fun with it. Just meeting people all around the world and trying to have fun with it. So that I thought that was a great, you went to Wolverine game. I thought that was a great question though by Statman. Shout out to Statman, making us give a rundown of nostalgia of the 80s, 90s, 2000s, 2010s, 2020s. What was the best decade of gaming? It seems to be that everybody's favorite decade was the 90s because that was before the internet took over gaming and back when gaming was still somewhat pure. I think that's why when a show like Stranger Things is so huge globally, because it's nostalgic. It took everybody back to the 80s, the music, the clothes, the hair, the mall, how things were, going and playing games at your friend's house in the basement, and that just the lore of like you said, Pokemon, Magic, baseball cards. You want to get somebody's rookie card, like all those things, physical CDs, tapes, the release of albums, movies being an event pre-COVID when you go to the movies, when a movie drops and get some popcorn, just different things like that. I feel like a lot of our past of how we just personally enjoy things have been commercialized, and it may never be the same again. But I think this has probably been one of the best questions I got in the mailbag. And if y'all got any other questions about any other topics like this, it don't have to just be sports. Y'all could drop it and we could go in on it. I feel like our community is pretty diverse and we talk about pretty much any and everything. And it's a free space, an open space for anybody to comment or engage on what they thought it was. Blockbuster was a great time, like rent 2 get 1 free on the weekends or something. You know what I'm saying? Even Redbox. It's some kids that don't even know what Redbox is. Like when Redbox came and put Blockbuster out of business, when you could go pick up you a couple Redboxes and not even deal with nobody. Electric Green Box was the home base. Man, like, the different controllers, going back to the 2 buttons, the Atari with the stick, going to the arcade and playing the games, NBA Jam, all like, the first Game Gear and Game Boys with Tetris and all the just different things that have came out over the years. I'm always going to be a gamer at heart. I'm always going to love gaming, but there has to be something that comes and puts the soul back into gaming, in order for, because a person will come and say the numbers of this many online players or this amount of microtransactions, or now we got MCS and Madden, and you got ALGS and Apex, and you got the leagues in different things like that, you know, you got people going to school on scholarship for playing games. But I just feel like the true essence of gaming right now, the soul has been sucked out, and I wonder if it'll ever go back. And sometimes things progressing and growing, change is always inevitable. You know, whether it's change for the better or change for the worse, like you have to change, or you can't go backwards and stay stagnant. That's like the equivalent of death. But just the thought of like that, the progression that it has, what toll has the internet taken to gaming, and the commercialization of that gaming is in live streaming is a billion dollar industry and controls the influence of most of the people around the world. They said kids nowadays will flip if you tell them Netflix used to be a mail-in DVD service. Man, but see, it just all starts with an idea. And it might be one of y'all in the chat, or it might be one of y'all watching that sparks the idea that changes gaming. Because just remember, you know, is a time when people thought, you know, video games was the devil. And now, lo and behold, you know, people that was telling people to get off the internet, and internet was going to be come and go, and gaming was going to be a waste of somebody's life. You know, and some people have turned and made entire lives around those things. So it could be somebody watching or somebody listening that changes the fate of gaming as we know it. Los, Barbershop Los in the building. What up? Hey, that was a great little segment though, man. From NFL Pick'em to Miami, Indiana, to Statman's mailbag question. Now, if y'all got any other questions, let me know, because probably the NFL part will be one video. The video game part will be another video. And then if y'all got anything else,
let me teach you how to vibe.
Because it's weird now, like me doing shop talk. The Titan season is over. I mean, how many times could I sit here and talk to y'all about Mike McDonald, Mike McCarthy, Kubiak, Mentor, Chris Shula? Like, I could just go down the range. Nobody will know until this coaching carousel stops and the first coach gets off and picks a head coach, a DC, a OC, and a special teams coordinator, and starts building a staff. Until that first person pulls the trigger, like nobody. It's like the NFL draft. Like nobody knows what's gonna happen until that first team with the number one pick. Until the Raiders either trade or select somebody, like nobody knows what's gonna happen. And after what we watching tonight, I think it's a foregone conclusion. Raiders, you're on the clock. Roger Goodell, that's probably the wrong tune, but Fernando Mendoza, quarterback, University of Indiana, and you know, Fernando Mendoza tear up and do his thing, and the Raiders, and then immediately we go to the New York Football Jets, who have multiple first round draft picks, will go. And then the Cardinals will go, and then the Tennessee Titans and Mike Bergonzi will pick for or trade back. Lot of back and forth on the airspace of the Titan space about who they should pick at for. I've already told y'all it is going to be Arvell Reese, Ruben Bain, or they're going to trade back. I've seen some people talk about Jeremiah Love. I've seen some people talk about Jordan Tyson and Carnell Tate. Listen. Only surprise, I think, if they don't pick edge and trade back. If they don't pick edge or trade back at 4, is if you see Maui Noah tackle out of Miami get picked, and the Titans push JC Latham inside. But JC played good down the stretch. The line played well enough down the stretch that I think they're going to slap Jackson Slater at right guard and roll. He said, Oregon Ducks, come on down. Boy, these boys getting a 50 burger. Hey, look, we're going to be fair. We're going to have some maturity. We're going to do this with class. Are we going to like get on Sheed neck? Or we're going to like, when he come in, like ain't nobody going to say nothing. Like, can y'all imagine, like, close your eyes for a second. Imagine we in the barbershop for real. All of us in the same room. and I'm standing behind the chair. All y'all sitting down. We got the TV on, and you know how like in the barbershop, it's like that little security beep, dee dee dee, and then the door open and swing, and she come in. Like, do we all like bust out laughing and start talking, or do everybody just get quiet and look at each other and don't say nothing and try to act like nothing happened? I think that we try to act like nothing happened when she show up, that nobody really say nothing and just kind of just let it go for a minute. You know what I'm saying? Because it might be too soon. You know what I'm saying? Like, this ain't like Ole Miss saying they should have got a pass interference call. No, this is just like complete first play of the game, D'Angelo Pons pick 6, belt action. You know what I'm saying? Fernando Mendoza's the number 1 pick, not Dante Moore. You know, I mean, come on. I mean, he's getting real belt. KT said, get on his neck. It was a close game. We don't want to talk, but it's a crime scene. He said, drop them ducks in the chat. I mean, no. Crime scene, look, for the next 30 seconds, I don't want to see nothing but crime scene stickers. And there is no excuse, because if you watch it on Kick, all the emotes is free. So like, all you gotta do is be a follower of the channel. If you watching on Kick right now, you should just be spamming the crime scene sticker. If you're a sub on Facebook, you should be hitting the crime scene sticker. If you didn't use your Amazon Prime free sub on Twitch, you should be dropping the crime scene sticker. And if you're watching on YouTube, just put a casket or a skull and crossbone or something, like, cause we gotta practice for when she get here. Like when he make his first comment, I'ma just look at y'all like this. I ain't even gonna say nothing. Like, and I'm just gonna look at y'all like that. And then everybody just drop, you know, like the crime scene stickers, dog. Like, bro, they're getting absolute belt. I mean, belt. And look at over here, my prize pick. Look at my prize pick. All right, I need Mendoza to get one more completion, and then I need Kenyon Sadiq to get some catches in garbage time. And we good. Tyler Sage, what up? And then too, like he says, is Trinidad hitting the draft at the beginning? He should. I mean, if Tyler Shuck win the second round, as many teams that need quarterbacks, if Mendoza and Moore go 1-2, and then you got Ty Simpson would be the third quarterback. If you Trinidad Chambliss, you saying, look, I'm finna pull a Jackson Dart. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm finna go to the combine and cut up, and somebody gonna take me at the end of the first round or the second round. Thinking about trying this mushroom coffee you keep seeing. I tried it for a little bit. It does have good things for you, but you know, like, to be honest, if you're gonna drink it, get it and drink it like a tea. Don't put no cream or no sugar in it. Just make the coffee and just drink it. It's kind of gritty. Oh boy. But hey, look.
Oh shit. Here we go again.
I got my wife making content. We're gonna do a family channel at some point this year. I got everybody in the house consistently making, like, I was cameramanning for my wife today. She got a TikTok that she be doing all her crafts and stuff. So she's about to take, I got some old Titan jerseys, some old Titan like leather jacket, then like stuff that I had that I ain't wore in years. She's gonna take them and like cut them up and upcycle them in a video. I'm gonna share it to y'all so y'all can see it. So if y'all girlfriend, y'all old lady, wife, side chick, whatever is in the crafts, like, like once it get done, like I'm gonna let y'all see it. Man, is he going to the house? I'm gonna let y'all see it. I think it's gonna be dope. I can't wait to see this black denim, Cause y'all remember the one I made. Y'all remember the Titan Oiler jacket the denim jacket I made. I think this one's gonna be crazy. I think this one's gonna be up there with it because it's gonna be alternate colors. Cause it was a black leather jacket that had like navy blue leather seat. Like, but I haven't worn this jacket in years, so it's like she took that and like some old jerseys and some stuff. She gonna make me like a couple sweatshirts and a jacket. So I think it's gonna be tough. Yeah, it's got some benefits for your brain, like brain functions and mind. Like, think about it. Sugar is bad for us. Too much salt is bad for us. Things like peppers, all of it, like all the different medicinal properties of things that grow from the earth. Like good mushrooms are good for a lot of functions in your body, digestive and like brain functions too. Because we do and intake a lot of stuff that's bad for us. It's not good for us. So when we get a chance to take in some things that's good for us, we should. So if you replaced like sugary coffee, or you replace sodas with like a good tea or some mushroom coffee without no cream, or like I already don't drink sugar. I have like a non-dairy creamer that I make medium coffees, and I put just a little bit of creamer in it. So when y'all see me sipping, like I really not a soda person. I'm not a person that gonna stop and get a 20-ounce Coke at the store or nothing like that. No Mountain Dew and nothing like that. And if I do drink sodas or tea, I put ice in it. Like I can't. Like I probably would start twitching out if I had just a solid drink out of a can or a bottle. So I want y'all to rock with me, man. I'm gonna try by summertime. I want to get into some of my DIY projects and things. I want to have my secondary channels going by then. But for right now, y'all gonna get to see some of my other content that I'm gonna be doing, which is like doing some content. Like, you know, my daughter got her YouTube page. My wife got a page now. My youngest daughter, we building something for her. And gonna have like kind of a family page. We all put our stuff, like some of the projects we do. So we're gonna do like one project a month and see how that goes, making content, and then make shorts and smaller tutorials off of the content that we do. So that's kind of my game plan, is to be a better creator overall. I feel like I'm getting more consistent now. And if I mix that in with the fasting and the exercise and just in the spiritual part of it, like all around, like I think we gonna do what we need to do. Thought about doing. We done so many businesses, Dre. Like, you know, I had like a store in the Galleria here for some years. I've like, for people that's in the city of Birmingham, like probably a lot of people didn't used to wear my shirts and didn't know it. Them Birmingham shirts, like I was those was mine. You know, with Geeks Unleashed, me and Bleed kind of set the trend of streamers and merch with the bandanas. We was the only people with them bandanas like that. Even back, if you remember when I first started, I was making the bandanas and shipping them out myself. Then I got with Geeks Unleashed, and I still got the merch on the website, !point merch on Facebook. But it's, if you look on, it's not Geeks Unleashed, it's Tactic now. So I really need to change this, because this says Geeks Unleashed, but it's really Tactic. But my shout out to Graham. Graham took a chance on us when people didn't want to touch us, because, you know, we were supposed to have the custom PCs. I was going to get into that business. I know something went left with my dog, Philly the God and Ricky Live. And at the same time, Evolve was like a PC company that was going to be doing PCs with us, and shit just went left. And I really wished that at that time I would have taken the time to teach myself how to build PCs. I love watching Tech Source with his Flip or Flop series, where he buy all the Craigslist and Facebook Marketplace and throw away PCs in his area and rebuild them and sell them and take the money and put it in his daughter's account. I think that's something dope. So my wife was customizing the K95 mask during COVID. She make t-shirts. If you go upstairs, it's in the loft, it's like My wife got embroidery machines, multiple sewing machines. Her and my daughter be sewing. They got merch and products, and like my daughter got her own. Shout out to Mr. Cartoon. He did the logo for my daughter, but she got her own merch. She sells stuff. They make t-shirts. They make bows. They make purses. They can sew anything. Like they be upcycling clothes and stuff. Like a lot of the clothes that my wife and my kids wear, they be making it themselves. So like we do kind of like we kind of family hustle anyways, but we want to like incorporate the content with doing, different little things and upcycling stuff. And I really want to get into like teaching myself how to do more things DIY. It's crazy that I got an uncle that while my Uncle Wallace was a lifetime welder, just retired last year. My Uncle Wayne retired, used to lay bricks and build houses. My dad's wife, Tanya, her daddy and all her uncles they could build you a house and frame it. They could just show up and build it. Like all of them built themselves big old huge brick houses on their own land and stuff. Then my dad is one of them people that he got a shop outside his house, and my dad could go take an old school off the frame down to the last screw and put it back together like a Lego, and he'll be sitting there sipping on a soda and eating some cookies while doing it. That's just him. I really wish I would have took more into the skills that they had in my younger years and just never thought about anything that I did and just like learned them skills and just was a DIY YouTuber content creator. But I'm gonna teach myself how to do something, because a lot of the stuff that we see is not difficult. It's just a matter of like anybody could build a PC, but when you build a PC and you have your first issue, a lot of people don't have the patience to troubleshoot it. It's like anybody could cut hair, but it takes somebody with a steady hand to be able to cut and blend haircuts the way people want it. You know what I'm saying? Like any woman could be a hairdresser, but everybody can't style it the way, so it's just time on task and repetition. So I'm gonna teach myself how to do a lot of this stuff. Is zero sugar soda, man. Just start drinking water, Becker. And then too, like, because I've always done merch, I'm gonna try to like redo some. I'm gonna try to re-sync myself into some merch projects that I gave up on. Like I was this close at one point of having my own coffee. I've been this close at one point of having my own PC builds. A lot of different stuff, man. Like so many times I'll be like right on the cutting edge of like being next level. Like we was this close to really like taking that website to the next level with the tournaments, and it's just like things happen, but you can't look at it as like something negative. You gotta look at it as like God pushing you towards what your true purpose and your true calling is. Like maybe my true calling is bigger than Madden. Maybe my true calling was bigger than
Let me teach you
Apex,
how to
or bigger than
vibe.
this or bigger than that. Like maybe the things that we do will be the things that, because you can't block your blessings worrying about what haven't happened. I'm in a good space with the content right now, and I'm enjoying the community too. I think the people that's still around really enjoy the content, because okay, it's no tournament, it's no 8 hours of Madden every day, it's no rage. The people that's here is the people that want to be here. TJ Swall, he said everybody can't cut. I'm like people be Nano, the many times that I done got phone calls and texts, like people like for real barbers hit me up like, hey bro, you really cut hair? Like in my mind, I feel like some people over the years have like felt the type of way about me naming my community the barbershop, and I don't cut hair. I cut my own hair, you know what I'm saying? And my wife do all my twists for me and the girls. So it's like, it's like I have people really low key pull up on me like, hey, you really cut hair, cuz? Licensed in 3 states. And look, Nano, I cut my own hair for that reason. Like everybody can't cut. Like my barber Ed became a pastor, and he like a good bit of ways from where I live at, that with my life and my schedule is just, it's just hard. You know what I'm saying? And Ed got a podcast now. It's Closing the Gap. It's on YouTube. We were watching one night. He do a financial podcast. He's a pastor. And Ed's a super cool dude. He a Colt fan, you know. So it's like him and Foof, and then Foof got like started a family and stopped cutting, and then I say probably third is probably them Detroit boys. Detroit boys in Hoover probably was the third best to cut around here. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, bro, if I ain't got nobody that's close that gonna make sense timing wise for me to get a cut, that's why I grew my hair out and I cut it myself. He said it's funny because after Bada put me on you, I kept following because I thought you was a barber. See, I got the barber because when I first started streaming on Facebook, people used to be like, bro, what is this? Like, you don't play the game. Like, I would sit in the loading screen for 3 or 4 hours and never turn the game on. That's back when I was doing FPS. And I was like, man, this shop talk, man. It's like being in the barbershop. Like, we just hear the rap. I said, if I can talk to y'all and y'all stay engaged and lock in without playing the game, because there's a lot of people when I started like going up in the Facebook scene, this before like the Madden community even existed. It was a lot of big content creators that didn't like me because they didn't like what I was doing. Kind of like if you see how Ninja always got something to say about Cashapp and all them, you be like, bro, like, don't be upset that these cats didn't find a different way to be entertaining that just don't involve the game. Like, you don't have, like, I don't have to be an Apex Predator for people to watch me. I don't have to be MCS top 10 for people to watch me. You know, it's like once you find that out and just engaging with people, okay, so what, you good, but this person been a subscriber for 50 months and you ain't never said what's up to them or never read their comments, or this person is in your stream all the time. They're not a financial sub, but they always say what's up and come through the rap with you, and you don't read their comments because you don't see a sub badge by their name. Like, I was the one that was like, man, if you a content creator and you comment in my chat under your gaming page, I ain't tripping. Go ahead, do your thing. Like, creators on the platforms used to get mad if somebody came and they stream under their gaming page because they thought they were self-promoting. You know, all these different things. Like, that's why I was like, it's like, do you even play the game? So at the time that I started playing Apex, just to show I could play the game, at the time that I started playing Madden, just to show, like, bro, I host tournaments and I just be on here doing podcasts and stuff, but I'm better than most of y'all. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, then when you do to see how people acting and treat you, once you show you really could do it, it's like, all right, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, you lose fans just as quick as you get them by doing it. So it's like, I'd rather just have the people that really rock with the understanding of the shop is shop talk. But one thing I did drop the ball on is how I'm consistent with the YouTube content and engaging on Twitter and reaching out to other communities and platforms. I wish I would have did that from day one and just had a separate YouTube channel where I drop my gaming stuff and then a separate YouTube for what we doing now. You know, because we had Let's Talk About It podcast, Battle of the Sexes, Buddha After Dark, Motivation Monday. I done had a lot of different podcast segments that's then went up over the years, and I don't think I capitalized on them the right way. But it might be in the greater good for the long term, that because whatever you blow up in is what you're gonna be known as, and if you blow up under some stuff that you don't want to be associated with, then you know what I'm saying? It's like you kind of setting yourself back in, so to speak. Yeah, I mean, Los is the person that came up with the idea to put the barbershop thing on the sticker and the logo.
Let me teach you how to
It's
vibe.
like, you see, I'm a person that like I told y'all, I'm not bigger or smarter than my audience. So yeah, I'll be the first to say I give flowers where they do. Like, Los that was his idea. He's like, man, you should just call it the shop. So like when I had the sticker made, when Yuichi made the sticker with the witch doctor at the barbershop, you know what I'm saying? It's like that's where that came from. He just woke up, what happened? I see this what happened. I told you don't do it no more. Hey, listen. You remember Denzel Washington in Glory and Morgan Freeman? You ain't nothing but the white man dog. When Denzel was holding that pole getting beat, trying not to cry, and they were just cracking, whoosh, 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 whoosh. You know what I'm saying? And he was jumping, but he was trying to hold that one single tear back. When Denzel was trying to hold that tear back, that's what happened to the Oregon Ducks tonight. Since you was sleeping, you don't know what happened. That's what happened. How Denzel was on that pole, holding on to that pole, trying not to cry. That's what was happening tonight. Mm-hmm. 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 Oh my Lord, Lord, Lord. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like, see, that's what happened tonight. I'm talking about, man, Kirk Cignetti, Fernando Mendoza, D'Angelo Palms, them boys rolled up on y'all tonight. As soon as y'all got in the cell, I like you, I need you, and I got to have you. And we can do this the easy way. We can do this the hard way. The choice is yours. Hey, look, y'all got thrown in the cell with Fleece Washington. The Hollywood teardrop. Hey, that teardrop was deep in the eye. I talking about Fleece Washington rolled up with that Dickie suit on. Hey, soon as them ducks got inside the jail cell, he threw that bar of soap on the ground. Yeah, hey, look, them ducks looked over to the side. In the side of the cell, the third man in the cell was Diddy. Diddy was over there with the bottle of baby oil. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was a long night for the Oregon Ducks tonight. Man, Fleece was doing folks so dirty, man. He said booty is more important than hair. And the way his voice sounded. And the crazy part is, like, that Boondocks episode, people thought that it was a real person. Fleece is a real person, bro. Really out here taking it. Man said booty more important than hair. Boy, Fleece was not playing. Y'all can still make a comeback. Let me look at my prize picks and see. All right, look. If y'all make a comeback, I need Kenyon Sadiq to get like a 37-yard touchdown. If Kenyon Sadiq get a couple catches, then I'm cool. Cause he the only person, he got 5 yards receiving going into the fourth quarter. I know one thing, Indiana, I seen them cheerleaders, boy. Y'all ain't got nothing to focus on but football in Indiana, bro. I ain't seen nothing in the crowd that look like them. Not one. Not a one. Indiana got them looking like they on the homestead out there. Mm-hmm. Oregon getting throttled, Josh. Yeah, they getting taken to the woodshed. I need Kenyon Sadiq to get 36 more yards though. He ain't got but 5 yards. Everything else didn't hit. I just need that to go into NFL week so I can just try to go over the top. Do any of y'all in the chat build PCs? Bruh, I want y'all to see something just so y'all don't think I'm crazy, bro. Drop some crystal balls in the chat, bro. We've been spring cleaning in my house. And I just want y'all to understand how much I got in this room that I done cleaned out. And then if I hit enough on my goals this month, then I'm gonna get one of those got my eyes on it. It's on my Amazon list. One of those motorized desks that go up and down. I'm gonna build it on stream. I'm gonna make some content out of it. Upgrade a few pieces around here, and then start putting together parts for slowly matriculating parts to build a PC, and then I'm gonna build my daughter a PC. New state tax rules. Look at all the stuff that I found just cleaning up this room, bro. Two monitors. I found my DJI. I already made some content on this. This thing is like a gimbal, like you shoot videos with, like where the camera don't move. It's power. This thing is expensive when I got it. I found all the Type-C cables. I had Facebook patches that they sent me. Like, this supposed to go on clothes and stuff. I found some beats. I gotta find the cord to these beats. These is wireless beats. And then y'all remember these? Hey, look, I'm like Soulja Boy. First streamer to ever have their own Bluetooth wireless gaming headphones. This you could get this. Guess when Geeks Unleashed, they let me sample being the first person with these. Bro, I found my Adidas bag. Back when I used to stream on a laptop, this is how you add multiple monitors to a laptop. Because laptops only got like one USB port. So you could add like multiple peripherals with this thing. When I first started, this was the laptop I was streaming on. This is a Legion laptop. And I got a Toshiba laptop in here. I found 3 Xbox controllers, an Astro Mix Amp Pro, and my old Sony DSLR camera. I wish I knew how to fix cameras. I replaced the shutter on it and sell it. Found my air duster. Bro, you go do spring cleaning. I just want you to know. I threw away like 2 boxes. I took 2 bags of clothes to Goodwill. I threw away another stuff that needed to be thrown away. Hats. I went through my hats, my beanies, my gas station. Like this hat, I had this hat and I didn't know where this hat was at. I found this hat. This is a hat that had like the AFC shit on it. You know, Titan hat. Like I said, my wife is gonna upcycle my old Titan jackets I forgot I had that I'm not gonna wear again. So you're gonna see her content where she upcycled this Titan jacket for me. And so I got a lot of space now. I threw away all, fellas, do me a favor. Throw away all your old socks and drawers that got holes in it. Stop faking the funk. Them basketball shorts, throw them away. Like, bro, I went through so much stuff, man. Like, I went through all my luggage. It still was stuff in my luggage, bro. Like, I found one of my old driver's license. I found so much stuff cleaning up. So now that I've done that, I've dusted a little bit. I'm gonna dust some more in this room. I'm gonna clean this PC, and then when we hit our, I ain't gonna say if we hit our goals. When we hit our goals this month, I'm gonna build that motorized desk on stream. I'm probably gonna take this desk because this is an L-shaped desk. Y'all remember when I first told y'all when we first hit goals and I bought this desk and showed y'all the picture of it? I've had this L-shaped desk since like 2020. It's time. So y'all actually gonna get to see how I stream from this angle. I was streaming from a different angle when I had y'all. Some of y'all been around when I had the bed in the room. It used to be a bed behind me, and then y'all seen this angle. Y'all been looking at this angle since like 2020, 2021. The next angle is actually gonna be, I'm gonna be sitting, the camera is gonna be here though, and y'all, it's gonna look straight back over my shoulder, and I'm gonna have gaming main monitor. I still got the 40-inch up above right here, and then because this all my monitors is 24, so it'd be 24, 40, and then I'm gonna have both of mine on the side vertical. I'm gonna try to put my Sony DSLR above this one here, and this would be the first time where I'm like kind of not, I'm turned towards the camera now angle, but like I'll be looking, it'll be like the camera will be kind of straight down. It should be a different angle. Zay, what up? Dope shirt was wearing Music City for the SC Championship with a game. Go Bobcats. For sure, man. Nashville is a fun city. I'm actually from Alabama. I'm from North Alabama on the Tennessee River, but yeah, Nashville is a cool city. Q. So like those are my game plans early on. The stuff that I'm gonna let y'all see, and I'm gonna have some fun showing y'all this journey of different things that I'm doing. Hey, come on, Indiana, put y'all bench players in so Kenyon Sadiq could get 42 yards, bro. Man, hey, y'all still got 13 more minutes of this nonsense. I feel like that's a solid shop talk. That's an hour and 30 in the shop doing it that way. So if you're on Facebook, appreciate y'all tapping in. If you're on YouTube, appreciate y'all tapping in. Shop Talk will go up tomorrow. And we're gonna reboot in 60 seconds on maybe a little longer than 60 seconds on Kick and Twitch. Josh with the 10 ball, Dragon sticking in the chat. So that's gonna be probably 3 different videos. No, I know 2 different videos for Shop Talk that's gonna go up 8 a.m. on YouTube. If y'all not following me on YouTube, go check out the YouTube channel, because I will upload the Shop Talk. If you missed it, y'all can always watch it back. If y'all got a mailbag question as good as Statman, drop it in the comments of the YouTube video, and I will make a whole Shop Talk dedicated to your questions. So y'all give me a couple minutes and we'll reboot on Kick and Twitch for the late night streams. Reason why I do that, we can turn on music, we can watch podcasts, we can watch the highlights of the game. It's a lot of extra things we can do on Kick and Twitch late night, music requests, whatever it is. Some of the projects and stuff I want to work on, I can show y'all. I can't do that on Facebook and YouTube for copyright reasons. And we're almost to the point that all my strikes will be off my YouTube, so YouTube will get more visibility. So appreciate y'all, man. Y'all some Ghost God first in the chat, and we will reset in a few minutes. Tap in.